and welcome to our Christmas concert. My name is Brandy Swearingen, I'm the principal at Lincoln, and before we start any program at Lincoln, we always begin with pledge. And I would like to invite Gigi Jones and Olivia Cannon to come down here and lead us.
What?
For the pledge.
Daddy, it's black.
Please stand.
Wait.
Salute the pledge.
That was funny.
So as we begin, can you hear me in the back? Okay. So as we begin, I would like to thank Dr. Graves and Mrs. Hickernell for coming here tonight, and they're in the sea of people somewhere. We've got Ms. Callahan, I saw Ms. Ward, some board members, and quite a few of our teachers and aides sprinkled about. And most importantly, thank you for all of the parents and family members who are able to make it. I know it's a tight squeeze, but believe me, it is well worth it. I got to see the preview of it this morning, and they did a fantastic job. And I've heard them practice for a month now, and they're outstanding. So I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised, and it will really put you in the mood of the season because these students have worked so incredibly hard. So I'd like to also thank the high school students who have come out to help and come out daily to help our band. And we've got a wonderful award-winning flag program this year. They're doing amazing. Miss Posey comes and helps. And I would like to turn it over to Miss Mondragon. Miss Mondragon, come on down.
Thank you for coming and welcome. I'd kind of like to start by seeing if we can find some seats for people. So if you have empty seats, I'm just going to ask. It never happens, but if you could move in a couple of seats, if there's some center seats, and let some people sit. Also, I want to let you know, as the groups come up, they will be coming straight back to those seats when they're done. So that it's going to look like there's empty seats, but they need those seats when they come sit back down. So I apologize there's not enough seats. I guess we're outgrowing our auditorium. It's a good problem to have. It means that the music program is growing, and I thank you very much for your support, parents and staff and everybody that's here tonight. It is greatly appreciated. I'd like to introduce the Lincoln Junior High Choir, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade choir, and they're going to come on up to the risers and sing some songs for you.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, it's more comfortable.
I'm trying. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you
like you've seen this concert before.
Yeah, we did it this morning. I've never seen this concert. So we can let's Rudolph the Reindeer.
Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the sweetest reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
See? Is it
That's theirs. Now Amber's group is coming up. There's not even a picture of Amber. Amber's down there. There was a lay on the phone.
I was trying to figure out whether to read the back.
Hey, look, it's Alfalfa. Yeah.
There she is.
A lot of kids in there. Oh, here comes Amber. No food.
I don't think there's going to be no pictures.
I got her.
I play Jingle Bells rock.
I can just barely see her head. It's
I play
like right
Jingle
there. There she is. She waved.
I play Jingle Bell Rock.
And she girls in front of her in the way.
And all I want for Christmas is my tooth.
Huh?
My tooth.
The 20th.
That's right. Okay.
I'm not entirely sure. I have the paper on my fridge when I get home. I'll
Can you take out the blanket?
And my last son is, and he, I'm getting nothing.
Are you singing that this year?
I'm getting nothing.
Is that what you're singing for Christmas this year?
'Cause I ain't been nothing. Somebody stitch for me. Let's go to I made Johnny eat a bug. Bought some gum and decide.
Okay, no more singing. They're going to start playing. Totally can't even see her. I've lost her. I know where she is, but I've lost her.
I heard some cheers when you heard this group was coming up. I think we might have a few parents out here from beginning band. Where are my parents for beginning band? Thank you for being here. This is such a good group this year. Very proud of them. I believe our count between the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th is 100 or so. That's huge. We barely fit in the band room. My capacity in the band room, I shouldn't tell you this, it's 108. So we cannot get any bigger in the beginning band. We may need to split the program because that's what happens when you grow too big and do 2 concerts or something. So we can have seats. So that's in the works hopefully someday. I want to go ahead and introduce what we're going to be doing. You have a program, so I'm just going to read through it really quick. We're going to start with a clarinet solo by Hannah Morris here in the front row. She's going to do Silent Night. Then you're going to hear the full band play a song called Beginner's Medley. It's built of 4 different songs, so you'll kind of hear like a little connection between Done by the Bells. Followed by Deck the Halls, which is a solo by Jaxton Duet. I think you'll like this one. Lightly Row is another song the whole band's going to play. And then we have a clarinet solo by Kira Offenberger in the front row. She's doing Havana, ooh la la, la la, na na. I've never gotten it right. Good King Wenseslas is the song where you're going to have a chance to see your individual students stand up as flute players, then clarinets. It's a good photo opportunity if you just want a picture of the section that your kid is in. So watch for Good King Wenceslas. After that is another clarinet solo, Liliana Torres, who's also in the front row, incidentally, playing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, followed by another full band, Jolly Old St. Nick, Old McDonald with some more soloists, you have them listed there. A trumpet solo by Anthony Salazar Molina playing Happier. I don't know the song, but it sounds really good. I bet you guys know it. I just don't listen to the radio enough, I guess. And then we're going to hear just our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade band members playing Go Tell Bill. They're learning their 8th notes already. That's where everybody else is headed as soon as we come back from break. And then we'll end with our full band rendition of Jingle Bells. That's a lot of stuff. It seems like a lot. It's short, kind of.
It's 6:40.
6:21.
And it's 6:30. What do you want, Rita Barita?
Chill out, bro. The acoustics are better in here. Check this kid out. I know, isn't this cute?
It's funny though.
No,
That was Jaxton. I told you you'd like that. I want to tell you really quick about solos. Our soloists that you guys hear tonight are totally self-taught. They come in, I tell them when they need to audition by, they come in and they prepare it themselves. It's not allowed to be out of the red book that we all use. They have to go off on their own. find the music. Many of them have written it out themselves. They've listened, figured out the notes. I don't know if you noticed, Hannah and Jaxton didn't use any music, so they're learning memorization skills. We all know how hard that was in school to be able to be in front of a group, let alone have it memorized. So you're gonna see some real talent up here. I'm really proud of all the soloists. You're gonna see quite a few tonight, but they all put it together themselves. And they asked to be a soloist, and they had to pass a test and play well enough to be up here. So let's move on.
Game.
Hold the paper still.
That's very dark.
There we go. No, put that down. I'm recording.
robot. What are you going to do?
Why do you gotta push my button?
Once I go, here's sunshine. Yeah.
I totally just got her picking her nose. I totally just got her picking her nose.
No, there's not really a break. Shouldn't last more than an hour.
Amber's going out. I want to get out.
I don't even know where my soda is.
I want to get out.
No, you're not going out. Amber's going to sit down. They're now it's the advanced band, the intermediate band, and then the advanced band, and then the marching band and color guard.
And we're done.
It should actually go pretty fast. Hopefully. No, but it's free.
Intermediate band, make your way to the stage.
Can't even see her. It's way over there in the corner.
Yeah, one of them is playing. Yeah, they're playing Star Wars.
I know, I can't see her.
Someone's mad.
Did you all go see Bohemian Rhapsody? If you did, you know what that was. So.
Yeah. We will rock.
here they are, the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade advanced band. This is a by audition only band. Everybody that's in here has had to prove their worth, so to speak. This is the group that marched at the Arvin competition. I unfortunately didn't write down what our positions were. I believe we had 2nd in band. Color guard? Arvin, do you remember what you had? I don't remember. 2nd in color guard and percussion. I'm not sure we placed it. Arvin. But the next competition we went to was Centennial High School's Music in Motion, and we took 1st place band, 2nd place color guard, 1st place, I don't remember. 1st place color guard at Music in Motion against 6 other bands. So that was pretty remarkable. 1st place, Music in Motion, percussion as well. Okay. Then we went and we marched in the Bakersfield Veterans Day Parade, and you may have seen it announced in the Bakersfield Californian that we took 1st place in all of Bakersfield. Taft High, Lincoln Junior High out of Taft took 1st place in band, color guard, and percussion this year. That's quite a feat. Drum major 1st place. I am so sorry. I'm going to be introducing her later, so you'll get to see the remarkable Trinity. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is our last group, and we'll be joined at the end by the color guard, who you see sitting in the front row. We're going to start with our solos. Once our solos are done, it's going to be all band, band, band. So please stick around, you don't want to miss it. We will start with a flute trio. Fatima Rivera, Natalie Guzman, and Jessie Jane Kramer playing Silent Night for You, followed by Rogelio Moron on the clarinet playing O Christmas Tree, Emily Kennard and Alyssa Gomez playing Deck the Halls, and then we have 2 baritones, Julian Mendez and Kadance Simmons playing Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. If you found his music, I think Dad brought his music from home. Thank you, Dad. And then we'll have the Dale Trio, Peyton, Katie, and Mrs. Dale playing Frosty the Snowman on some assorted brass instruments. And then the band will be up here playing Carol of the Kings and March of the Magi, and then we'll clear the stage and march for you.
That was a remix. Being really loud. Sit down, dude.
Oh, dang. Is this like... And there was one with the bottom. That's wrong. Listen.
Then we should. Not yet. I think there's one more song.
I got me this one because it seemed really cool because it has gold.
We'll be clearing the stage here for a couple of minutes. I just wanted to let you know that first song the band played, Carol of the Kings, they got that song handed to them last week. So that's a remarkable group of kids. They can learn a song in a week.
What?
Which one do you have?
I have two.
So me and Amber can both do it?
Yeah.
Do you have the gun?
No. No, but I can get one made. I'll just have to talk to your daddy and get an old stock. I'm sure he's got parts. We can get one made for you guys.
And then and my mom says I can practice.
Yeah, I have my practice flags from high school. I have two of them.
You know what they went?
They're in one of the closets, I
We're going to
think.
bring the house lights back up so you can see the color guard perform in front. We need a spotlight, I think.
In the spot. We can turn on these lights, yeah.
Oh, you're not hiding. No, you're not hiding. They want to see the first place winners up here. Okay, so I need to thank a few people. I'm going to start by thanking you parents. I've already said thank you for being here, but I want to especially thank those of you that rent instruments, those of you that send money to school constantly for broken reeds, to replace reeds, oils, all the things that it takes to be in band. It's not a free class, unfortunately, but it's so worthwhile for these kids. I know a lot of them come home and say, oh, I love band, I don't want to miss school today because I don't want to miss band, and I really do appreciate these guys. Every band and choir person in here, they are dedicated to what they do for you guys tonight. So many of them came to me saying, I'm so nervous, I don't want to get in front of everybody, and I said, you're going to be great, and I think they've done really fantastic tonight. I'm proud of all of you. So I also want to thank, I've had quite a few parents that have come to competitions, parades, they've walked behind the band carrying or pulling wagons with medical equipment and bottles of water and snacks, and if a kid drops something, they're picking it up, giving it back. And those are jobs that will need to be filled next year for the marching band because a lot of the helpers tend to be the 8th grade parents, at least that's what's happening this year, and when they leave me, to go and work with Mrs. Posey at the high school, we need more parents to come in and help out with those things. And in general, when you help with the parades and the competitions, it gets you a foot in the door on going on the end of the year trip to an amusement park. So I can't make promises, but I'm more likely to take you with us on a trip like that if I've already gotten to know you a bit at the competitions and parades. I want to especially thank Mrs. Posey, who comes down and helps out with the beginning band, along with all the high schoolers. If you're a high school helper, give a wave so we know who they are. I can see a couple over here against the walls. Miss Posey, yes. I'm not going to name them all, it'll take forever. I would also especially like to thank Carolyn Dale, who's standing over here hiding. We already saw her on stage, but she has come in and taken over the color guard program for us. Our old color guard coach is off away at college, and she's gone, and she's no longer intact. So I went, what am I going to do? I have kids that want to be in color guard, but I don't know how to do it. And so Carolyn said, I'll figure it out, and she's come in, and you'll get to see how she's done. She's been fantastic. And they rehearse constantly. You've probably seen them at the parks in town with the flag, twirling them around. That's Carolyn's doing. She loves having these kids practice. I have so many people to thank. I'm sure I'm forgetting people. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on and introduce my troupe. I have some very important people up on stage here. I'm going to start with Destiny Fernandez. Where are you? Wave at everybody. She is the coach or the captain for the color guard. And then we have two drum captains in the back. You may not be able to see them, but they'll come out in a couple of minutes here. But Parker wave and Kason wave. Parker Bryant and Kason Clark. They are our drum percussion captains. And then we have two drum majors. We have our assistant drum major, Gigi Jones, in the white pants. There's a reason for that. And then, I'm not sure where Trinity is. I think she's hiding. Oh, there she is, Trinity Powell. Has been a fantastic drum major this year. And I think you'll see that as the kids perform. They will be performing Santa Claus is Coming to Town, which some of you heard in the Christmas parade. You'll hear a percussion cadence, and we'll finish with our award-winning high school cadets march. This is the one that's won us awards this year. If you stop into the band room across the hall here before you leave today, there are trophies everywhere, and you can take a look and have your kids point out the trophies that they won if they're in this band, because they won them. So I think you should come in and take a picture and post it on the wall. If I could give everybody a trophy, I would. They've really earned them this year. All right. Thank you for all the donations, water, snacks. That all came from parents. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to wrap it up. So, take the show.
We're almost done? Yes, we're almost done. No.
have one more song to play you out, but you are welcome to start heading for the doors. If your kid's in this band, you should stay and listen to him play for you. I think you'll like this one. Again, thank you for coming tonight. And we will see you at the next one, and maybe we'll have some extra chairs or something. Hey,
I'm not in any rush to come out in this crowd.